This place is great, really comfortable. I'm just gonna get settled in. Time to move on. Get on with my life. Yes, absolutely.
Back in 2001, as Rockstar Games were coming of age to a better core of 3D motion of gaming, they came up with this dark, gritty, badass story living a life in the shoes of DEA agent Max Payne. A game that introduced a new field of storytelling as well as gameplay in video games. Fast forward 2 years later to 2003, and you have Max Payne 2, The Fall of Max Payne. Yet another extremely well told story that experimented itself with romance and succeeded gratefully. Now fast forward 9 years, yes, 9 years, and you have one of the most highly anticipated games of the year, Max Payne 3, working with new graphics, sounds, and a new crowd of audience that thrive for multiplayer. Now, everybody knows Rockstar is a powerhouse when it comes to giving superb stories and top tier gameplay, but can Max Payne keep that accomplishment high in the sky as well as hold its own series of expectations as it always has? Let's find out.
Maybe I had lost my self-respect, but it's back. I'm excited.
The story of Max Payne 3 is written by none other than Dan Houser, the mastermind behind Bully, Red Dead Redemption, and all the GTAs except the first one. Step back into the shoes of Max Payne years later into his early 40s and find out what Max has been going through all these years. Filled with depression and, as usual, a pure alcoholic trying to fight off his demons. The story takes place in Sao Paulo, Brazil, as you find out that now Max's role is personal protection of a wealthy Rodrigo Branco and his family. A huge theme of battles take place, and Rodrigo's wife is captured, and Max is faced with the pressure, guilt, and determination to get her back to safety. So many things begin to unfold as to exactly what's going on in Max's mind since losing his loved ones. As the story progresses, Max starts to reminisce and reveal why he moved to Brazil in the first place, how he met his new partner, Raul Passo, and what he's been up to these past years. Now, if there's one thing Rockstar is growing at since the release of GTA 4, it's in-game graphics, in which I'm happy to say is the entire game. Rockstar Games never use anything other than their own original graphics for gameplay and cutscenes both, and always succeed, which is a huge accomplishment. Using the mighty Euphoria gaming engine as well as Rockstar's own Rage engine, in Max Payne 3 the graphics are damn good. Scenery visuals are beautiful and to the core of the editing. Character visuals are, although not up to the very standards of Rockstar's own LA Noire, extremely well crafted. Damage marks on enemies as well as yourself are some of the best I've ever seen in the game. You can honestly see how Rockstar is progressing as far as pure visuals with Euphoria and Rage. Nice job, Rockstar. Nice job. The gameplay in Max Payne 3 is pretty much an advancement from GTA 4 and Red Dead Redemption, counting that the same game engines were used but upgraded as each game came out. So this making Max Payne the best of all three as far as movement. Some controls have been changed, but not too much, so it's pretty easy to get used to. It sticks with its own classic run and gun third-person shooter tactics. As far as gun action, Max Payne has brought back its own original core of bullet time and action sequences, and it is more badass than ever. Dramatic slow-motion visuals allow you to see bullets come straight out of the chamber and thrash into the enemy's body, and it is satisfying every time, I guarantee. The cover system works well with this game when trying to stay out of the path of bullets, but sometimes I find myself tangled up when aiming and wondering how the hell could I possibly get killed at times. This not being a huge problem, but may be frustrating to some who know they can't aim that well. One thing that I've noticed though more than anything in the gameplay is that this game hasn't showed me absolutely one glitch or visual delay or anything, which is a first in probably any game I've ever played. It may be different for others, but as far as me, it's been working great. The multiplayer in Max Payne 3 was honestly, to my surprise, the best I've seen so far in a Rockstar game as far as core-to-death matches and team-based objectives. It comes with new customizations and the ability to rank up and create classes similar to Call of Duty. To be honest, it shares some similarity to Uncharted's award-winning multiplayer gameplay style. Plenty of unlockables and ads and multiplayer playlists, including the new Game Wars. I ran a few sessions and I haven't seen lag yet. Max Payne 3's soundtrack has me pretty much sold. In fact, the soundtrack is so great, the first time I played it, I found myself continuously starting from the beginning just to hear the main theme. Rockstar always gets the job done when it comes to making the game's theme as well as the in-game music. You can feel Max's actual pain of falling into depression and becoming an alcoholic with the orchestrated sounds of the violin, and intense moments with the loud congos and bass. It's one of the few games that actually cares about what music they're putting into the game to make a connection with what the main character is going through. If you made it this far in this video, you should pretty much know where I'm going with this one. Rockstar continues to impress with its Hollywood-worthy stories, do not mention Max Payne the movie, as well as its top-tier gameplay and vastly progressing visuals. Now I don't know how it feels yet to make a game, but if I had any part to do with making this one, I'd be one happy SOB, because Max Payne 3 is a game that delivers and more. Some bugs here and there like any other game, but its core is phenomenal, which matters the most. I give this game a 9.4 out of 10 for showing us that Max Payne is still that badass we remembered him as before he took that 9-year break. This is iDCL, and I'm out. Peace. Oh, and by the way, if you want a chance to get Max Payne 3 for free, my brother Slangdee is having a giveaway for the game in this upcoming video. So make sure you check out his channel and subscribe to be entered for a chance to win. All details will be provided by him when the video is released, so make sure you sub. That's youtube.com/slangdee12.